Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name is Mike.
And my name's Tom.
We'll
finish it.
No,
and today
no.
is Forget or Regret.
You got all the rest of the stuff that goes with it.
Forget or Regret is one we do, he's stressing me out. I've been banging through these bottles like a crazy person. We almost got enough for two of them. So,
you probably do.
Life in general just stresses you out. So we just go through a bunch of bottles that we have recently terminated, and we whether we would buy them again, whether we like it, the price, all the stuff like that. So let's just jump right into it. We're going to go to this one right off the bat. I don't know if this is going to be a glowing review for any of them, to be honest with you. So this one was Cherry Stone Rye, batch 2, bottle number 51. We got it for $50 even. This was one of the ones you got locally. I want to say it was in Rhode Island. Yeah, it was. Bristol, Rhode Island. This was, when it comes to ryes, Mike's not a big fan of any. This was mint on top of mint on top of mint. Like, this was a mint bomb. This would be nothing. I mean, we supported the locals and we appreciate it. This was not my cup of tea.
It's definitely not my cup of tea. And I think this was the cheapest of the group.
Out of all of them.
Yeah, so their bourbons and their whiskeys are even higher. And support your local people, but I would not get this.
That would not be on my top of the list to buy another one too. No, right, no. So there it is. So this one right here was actually gifted to me because Steve didn't like it. We had done a shot of it and he hated it. This is actually Early Times whiskey. This is the only Early Times that comes up here because the bottle and bond doesn't come up here. And if you have not tried this, I didn't buy this one, but I know you can get this. This is definitely under like $15, I want to say. Well, I actually got a handle, the plastic handle for $22 right in the beginning. This is 750 milliliter. When we got it. Yeah. So I'm not 100% the price on this one. It's just an 80 proofer, but this time when I had it, and I don't remember it last time, this was oatmeal with nuts in it, and you know what? It just wasn't bad. For a nice little 80 proofer, it brought a ton of flavor.
And obviously, for the price, you got to throw it out here. It's a mixer. You can do whatever you want with it. You know, it
would have been a unique mixer with that oatmeal. It was a strong oatmeal flavor.
But those guys that are mixing don't really probably even have a palate.
Right.
You know, so it's cheap enough where it's like who cares?
Yeah, well, that's exactly.
So I would
who
say
cares? It went right down my face. Actually, that was actually.
It's worth the money for what it is.
Right. Well, speaking of like one that I can't advocate for, Mike might be able to do it. So this one is Rowan's Creek. This one comes in. We got this. Oh, he didn't even write the price on it. I can't even tell you on it. This actually was originally, so this came, it's 101 proof, 100.1 proof, excuse me. And this is from the Bulleit distillery. I don't know what he paid for it. He had it. I get that black licorice flavor on it.
Weird.
That was so long ago.
This was Steve's.
This used to be Steve's.
Yeah.
And he started getting a black licorice flavor on it.
See, and I don't get it.
And he's like, I absolutely can't drink this bottle. So he brought it over, and I did my due diligence, and I got it in me, but I didn't like any of it. Like, I would never buy this or the Noah's Mill. You don't taste it.
No, I don't. So I really don't mind it, and if I remember, I think this is like 35, 36.
I don't think it was that expensive because the other one's a higher proof. I wouldn't buy it.
If you don't get the licorice, it's really not.
Or
that
if
bad.
you like black licorice, it's one of them things. I can't stand black licorice. That's punishment.
I could eat that.
Yeah, see, it's not a. So when
it's not my first one. I'll take the red over the black.
When I get that taste, I'm instantly like, because my buddy's like, I want to
buy.
It's
not overpriced.
My buddy wanted us to do the. And my mind just went blank. It's not anise, but he wanted to do one that tastes like black licorice. Yeah. And I was like, he's like, you two don't like it, so
it's
never
rocky.
mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one right here was the last bottle that Steve got us when he was down in Kentucky. They hoodwinked him and said, if you want something from Kentucky, you drink this one. So this is a Bank Street bourbon whiskey. We got it for $36. It's 80 proof. There is nothing bad about it. You can get it at Total Wine. It's just it's actually
doesn't light you up.
It's like made in like New Jersey. It would be nothing I would ever buy again because I would get Evan Williams bottle and bond over this 1,000 times over.
I'll go to
you
the
can get 2 or 3 of them. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
There's other than something different looking on your bar, that's about all I would say good about it.
It was right in the beginning of our journey.
This is fair to middling.
And they convinced Steve that this was, you want a Kentucky bourbon, this is the one you need to get. And it's not. You know what I mean? But that's what happens when you listen to salesmen, you know. So, speaking of listening to salesmen, this one we got, although it is only $19.99, so it's priced appropriately. I got to give them that one. So this one's Bro Brothers, and again, this was 82 proof. I can't say it was bad. I just can't say it was good.
So again, 80 proof for the price. If you're just starting, it falls into that kind of category.
Yeah,
and then if you mix it or whatever, it's something different that would
go
be
get
different.
Old Forester 86 and smash it. It just didn't have a lot of taste or flavor or anything. The price was good.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
You got to give it to that. Price,
I'll give you that. And it's something that's going to be different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there 5 others you can
There's 100 others.
You already know what they are. So.
There's 100 others that can do it. So speaking of weird ones, we did this as a review. It was Steve's bottle, and then I rushed out to Total Wine so we could do it as a thing. And
he loved that.
This bottle was terrible. So this is Wellington Creek. It came in. This one I swear was 95% wine. Like we got the bottom of the barrel. It's a 90.4 proof. We got it for $28.99. I don't remember. Even Steve came over and tried ours, and he almost spit it out, and he's like, "Oh, mine's way better than that." I don't know what happened to this bottle. It was so sweet, and it was so off profile. We did it with all the others.
This got crushed in a blind too.
No, we did all that. Yeah, we didn't want to drink it. It was that bad.
This is a no-go for me.
That's a prime example of a bad bottle, I swear to God, because even Steve said, he goes, mine doesn't taste like that at the house. Like, it just...
I guess we'd have to try that. Yeah. This bottle here that
I won't buy it again. Let's put it that way, though.
Yeah,
it wasn't worth...
I'm not even on that list. This is not even on the list. I'll go to the first call if I'm going to Total Wine way before this.
No, I agree with you. I agree with that totally. Go downstairs. Come here.
$30.
So this is the next one right here. Get up here. So the next one right here is Old Elk Wheated Bourbon. We got this for $59 even. And again, this was okay. But if I'm going to pay $59 for wheated, I'm going to one of the Lassie Barrel picks or something like that. This was solid. What was the proof on it? It wasn't even that high. It's 92 proof.
None of this stuff.
This was okay. It just... I like all their finished stuff. This was just mediocre. In fact, this started out.
This will make a good infinity bottle, probably.
No, right.
It has that unique look.
I like the cork.
Well, in the cork, you can't lose with the
cork. I love their bottles, and I actually.
It's $60.
That's what I'm saying. I like their stuff. This actually started out as one of, and Steve brought it over. He goes, it just doesn't do it for me anymore. It doesn't really have. It's meh at best, and I don't blame him because that's what it was. That's what it was.
It has a lot less flavor.
And you don't want to pay $52 for meh. That's the whole point.
So $59.
Oh, even worse. I wouldn't buy that one again. That's my thing.
And in case you hadn't noticed, we have none of the Old Elks on the back of our shelf.
Well, just because he went on a kick, he bought them all.
He did.
We tried them all, but
they're so pricey.
They're pricey. They're up there. They're upwards of $100. They're good.
Can we finish them? Yeah, we can.
Yeah. Oh no, I would pound them. I like them. So this one right here is Bower Hill. This comes in at 86 proof. We got it for $29.99. I guess it's a lower proof, and it is okay for what it is. But when you put a tag on it saying better than Pappy, it just kind of made it like, you know what I mean? It kind of awesome bottle. It's one of the few real you didn't even know there was a top on it one time. You thought I didn't put the top on it. It's a neat bottle. It's good, and for 86 proof, it's not bad. But there's not a complexity of flavor that comes out of that one. We do have a cash strength over there.
It's semi kudos to them though, because honestly, we didn't do a Pappy. What we have, yeah, that's not crazy.
No, I think I like it better than this one.
We should have went head to head.
We should have, just because it would have been around the price.
It would have been a good idea to try that.
Should have, could have, would have. It should have put that in the blind plate.
Now that the light bulb just went off in my head, and we should have probably.
We do have a higher proof one over there, just that has the same sticker on it.
Another good infinity bottle. It's not a bad looking bottle, but I don't know if I go crazy. It's $30, so it's not outrageous. It's not bad.
That's a tweener. I wouldn't seek out to buy it again. Me personally, I would go with my Evan Williams bottle and bond for $15.99 and buy two of them and be happier.
But if you're shopping and you're looking for something different,
if you look,
it's fair to middling. It's a low proof too. That's the
thing.
other.
For those people that like the low proof, but it didn't bring a ton of complexity with it. That was the whole thing.
What is that one?
Speaking not a ton of complexity, this is Bulleit Bourbon. We got this. This one is actually a cash strike. This is 60.1, so it would be 112.2. Does that sound right? Mm-hmm. We got it for $51.99. This was just solid. I really don't. This is like what reminds me when you get like an edge or cash strength and stuff like that. There was nothing that made it spectacular, but when you drank it, you're like, oh, what was that? That was all right.
I think it's a little easier than Ezra.
Yeah. It was good. There was nothing bad.
If you can get a barrel proof, a barrel strength, I think $52. That's not bad.
It's not. You're pushing where the larceny is, and I don't know if it could compete with the larceny flavor profile because that brings a little bit more oak and all of that stuff. It's not, but I'm just talking about the ultimate oak flavors and stuff because that larceny A123, I think it was.
Personally, I did not mind this, and for the price, I don't think you go wrong.
You can't. Really. There's alternatives to get around it, but for the proof and the price,
so that's where I stand.
No, I that's why I say I leave that up to anyone's. That would be one of them. Like, I'll get it again, but with a collection like this, I wouldn't seek it out to buy it again.
Correct.
But if someone asked me, "Hey, I want to see Bulleit against something," I'd be like, I wouldn't.
Damn, Mike, where'd you get that one?
Well, I wouldn't hate to not get it.
No,
because you know what I mean. Because it was 100% drinkable.
Right.
So I left the best for last. This is Wild Turkey 101. Mike drank this whole thing. I didn't even get this. So we got it for $25.99. And I can't say enough about in our area because you guys that live down south and maybe even out west, you get better selections than we do. This is just an absolute staple for $25. This is just a solid pour every time you go back to it. May throw a little elbow some days. But it just drinks good for that price. I mean, this is
proof.
That's what I'm saying. This can go up against some of the heavy hitters.
And we put it there.
Yeah.
And it always is all right.
It holds its own. You're never like, what is that?
And it would make a good mixer.
100%. 100%.
So for the money, we will.
This is not my first
one of those.
It's not my first bottle of that one for
come
sure.
Back
that is. It is probably a re-get because you know what? Anything that's around 100 proof, that is a good comparison. It just brings a ton of flavor and taste. So. Again, as always, leave a comment down below whether you agree, disagree, or you have any additions to stuff that I had said about it. But, that's Regret or Regret. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.
Subscribe.